All right, welcome back to our channel. This is going to be the inaugural trip, I guess vacation camping trip for my Squaredrop or teardrop camper pod. So let me show you our setup before we take off. Come on over here, Megan. So we've got the camper loaded up. It's plugged in here in the barn. That way the refrigerator can be going. I've got tools and things loaded up in the front toolbox. Come on over here, kiddo. We've got most of our gear. You can turn and look right in here, babe. We've got a tent for the kids. Back up a little. We've got a tent for the kids in this bin. We got some food here. We've got some clothes and stuff here, fishing poles. We got carpet for outside. We've got chairs. If you look up, we've got a stool to get in and out. There's some tools up there. Swing that slowly and move over here. On the back, I've got Monica and my bicycles here. And I can show you guys, maybe I can get this to tip down. This bike rack is made for my Jeep Wrangler. And it's supposed to tip out of the way like this for being able to access the rear hatch, which actually works nicely for this because I can access my storage area here if I need to. Babe, if you slide right over here, you'll be able to see in here. So we won't get this open all the way, but we've got silverware and plates and bowls and spoons and knives. We've got stuff in here. We've got more food in here. We've got the refrigerator packed up. Let me just see this for a second. We've got the refrigerator packed right up and on and running, so everything should be cold. We've got our camp stove in the bottom. We've got additional room if we need it in here, but I think we've packed about everything. The only thing left to get is Mom's clothes bag, Megan, I think. So that'll go up in the front of the camper, and then we should just be able to hook on, check our lights, and get out of here. So. Okay, so we are at Tahquamenon Falls State Park campground. So let me show you around our camp, and we'll go through kind of how the camper's working out. All right, so here's the overall view of our campsite. You see the truck parked on the side of the road. We've got some friends of ours are camping in that camper right there just across the way. And we kind of have everything set up on our site as far as the table, the food, chairs, everything. Kids are in our Coleman tent that we've had for many, many years. It's worked out really well. The three of them have plenty of room to sprawl out now. And my wife and I are using this new camper. And it worked out really, really well first night. Again, I've given you guys the tour of this thing a few times, but you can see I got some carpet to throw down underneath the awnings. Got the awnings dropped so the rain fell off the one side. That worked really good. We were able to keep our bikes and some of our clothes and stuff underneath the awning and keep everything dry in the rain yesterday. From the back, you can see our power connection is here, and it's just a short little run to the hookup on the trailer. Once again, we've pulled our cooler out and basically set up a camp area over here, and everything stayed nice and cool in the refrigerator. On this side, I can see Monica's getting some lunch ready. And we picked up this table here to be able to set our camp stove on and just have a flat place to sit things. And it seems to be working out pretty good so far. I think next time, I don't know if you can tell in this video, but the table is not level. The camper's level, but the table is not level. So if I level the video here like this, you can tell that table on the left side is drooping a little. So probably could have did better there, but you get what you get when you get to these last minute change. Like I said earlier, We were supposed to be in Muskegon where they have flooding right now, so I'm happy we went this route. The canopy from Gander Mountain here is my friends. They're, like I said, they're camping with us across the way. And so normally if we were out by ourselves, we wouldn't have that. And of course, a lot of these chairs, same thing. But yeah, working out really, really well. And come over here, take a look at the inside. Again, we have a suitcase with Monica's clothes and just a few backpacks, flashlight, a few things to keep dry on the inside of here, towels. Just kind of getting used to how we want to have this thing arranged. Now, when we slept in here last night, obviously this bed would have been folded out into a full-sized memory foam bed. We've got a bunch of our gear up in the cubby up here. So we did find out one thing. In here, these lights that I have here, and there's two on the closer side here. If I look right there and there, one of those lights is way more light than we need in here at night. So I'm not sure if I want to switch these out to something different that's not as bright, or I may take the plastic cover off of one of these and maybe spray paint a very light coating of like a white paint or a gray paint, something that the light will shine through just to give it a little bit of a glow. Right now, if I turn all four of those lights on in here, it's like being in the middle of your supermarket. It's really, really bright. So that's a change I'm gonna make. I think another change that I need to make sure on the drive up here, you can see my trailer has about 6 inches of gap from the back to the front, and I can show you why I did that. If I come to the back, you can see that I lined this back crib up. Whoop, I just had a bug fly in my ear. I lined this back crib up right here with the back of the trailer so that it would be kind of easy to stand here. And if you can look inside, there's a little metal lip right there that if I push this too far forward, when I go to remove it from the trailer, it would probably grab that lip. What I found is in transit, this trailer with the camper on here and all loaded up sometimes would want to sway a little bit behind the truck at highway speeds, expressway speed, you know, 65, 70, 75 miles an hour. And I think I can correct that by adding a little bit more tongue weight. So if I shift that thing forward another 4 inches and change the way that I load the front, then it'll put a little bit more weight on the tongue, and I'm pretty confident I can make it tow better. So we're actually gonna try that. I'm gonna scoot this thing forward before we leave. I put a ratchet strap on here, and right here, I'll take that ratchet strap and I'll try to scooch this whole thing forward, probably 3 to 4 inches, half of this gap at least, and see if that gives me an extra, maybe an extra 50 pounds on the tongue. And then I can change the way that I load our equipment inside of here. Of course, we'll have less in the back. We'll have most of our food eaten up, our water consumed, and on the way back, we'll just see how it tows. Again, it wasn't terrible, but I could just notice, you know, sometimes if you move your steering wheel a little bit or you go over a bump, that trailer would start doing this, and then it would settle back out and it would tow fine. Then if you hit a bump, it would do this and it would settle back out. So anyway, I'm gonna be done talking for a minute, and we can swing over here and see. We got a campfire going. Megan. All right, the start of our third day. I got one more night after this, but just sitting around the fire here, cooking up some breakfast. Monica had made, right here on the table you can see, pre-made, like an English muffin with egg, ham, and cheese in it. We're just heating those up on the fire in the sandwich iron. Lots of hiking to do today, guys. Mike?
What?
I'm featuring you.
Okay.
That late, that kind of late, and then the next thing you know, you close your eyes and then you'll wake up and it's way later and you wonder, how is it so dark when it turns this way? Hi.
No campfire story?
No.
Oh, okay.
Campfire story.
Mom's.
Campfire story.
One day, I was walking in the woods.
Somebody went
and I
over.
seen this thing.
Somebody almost went over the edge. I heard.
Of the falls?
Not the falls.
No, the cliff over there.
The cliff.
Oh, yeah. Who did that? Was that Mike?
That was Mark.
No,
Almost rode his bike over the edge of a cliff or something.
Oh yeah, I turned down this trail over there, and I thought it kept going down, but then there was a cliff, so I had to hit my head.
I was
Just like it was a straight
than
drop,
waking up
it was
to
like
a
a bunch
damn-
of trees.
and
Alright, so we're into day 3. So we're at the lower Taquaminon Falls. There's Monica taking some pictures. All right, now we're at the upper falls of Taquaminon. You can see behind me there's a map here. I'll stop moving here, kind of show you where we're gonna go. Go take a quick peek at the upper falls before we take off in the morning. When you come here, a lot of this area is handicap accessible. As you can see the trail here, you can get right out here with a wheelchair or crutches or any other type of mobility device. So pretty cool. And here we are, Tahquamenon Falls, the upper falls. And there's Mike. Give us a rundown, Mike.
From the water and coming from the river.
Oh
and
my
it's
gosh.
falling over the
Oh
edge.
my gosh. That's a classic 14-year-old. Down here. Kind of see it in the camera right there. just got up on our last day for camping here, and it's pretty early. It's about 6 in the morning, and we've got to get on the road. It's going to be a 4-hour drive to get home, and then my oldest son has some football practice stuff to do tonight. It's a Tuesday, and just quite a few things to do yet this afternoon once we get home. So we're going to start breaking down camp as soon as we have some breakfast, and we'll get on the road.